All right, folks, here we go. It's 18 of them out there, scheduled to be out there, like I say. The Triumph Superbikes, Superbike Challenge, the Masters and the 600s. And the man on pole position, hey, who other than Kieran Snyman on the Honda Fireblade.
Yeah, Kieran put in a stunning time in the qualifying for the Triumph motorcycles, the Superbikes, SBK Challenge, Masters, and the 600s. And a big thanks to Triumph Motorcycles for the sponsorship of this class. Yes, 9 laps. They will be racing around Killarney International Raceway. So we wait for them to get to the line. And it is indeed Mr. Kieran Snyman from Malcolm Rapson, from Alex van der Berg, that will be on that front row of the grid. The second row will be Hilton Redlingeys, Tristan Pienaar, and then Slade van Niekerk in row 3. Jason Lineker, Brad Bodsworth, and Sean Mackerel. And then row 4 will be Matthew van Niekerk, Lubabalu Ntasala, and then Wayne Arends, followed by the rest of them. 18 riders should be out there if they all take to the track.
Yeah, I see in 17th position, Frankie, it's Ray 5-ish. He's actually 17-ish. I have to say. So
I love it one. Nou jy's 'n wakker akker vandag.
And then Jonathan Schwerin will round them all off. But like Frankie was saying, that front row, quite a potent front row there. Kieran Snyman, as we're saying, and the man who's going to be standing alongside him. The only thing this guy does faster than checks and balances is pedal that bloody Suzuki Jigsaw. I can tell you that much.
And here comes Redlingeys. He'll be in that 4th position. Hilton. There is Sean Mackerel. Here is your reigning defending champion. That's Malcolm Rapson. As Nick van der Meulen would say, as the doc would have said, the fastest accountant on 2 wheels in SA. There's Tristan Pienaar on bike 5-0. Alex van der Berg is there on bike 5-4, the 54 machine. And then we've got the 111 of Slade van Niekerk. He sits there in P6. So Byron, this is going to be great stuff. You want to take them off the line?
Well, we wait now for John Green. Like I say, the bravest man at the front of the field over there. He gets his running shoes on. He gets himself into position. He runs away. The lights are going to go out now. Watch out for Kieran Snyman. Watch out for Malcolm Rapson. And away we go. Kieran Snyman looks like he's got the great launch off of the line. But I'm trying to see now as well. Tristan Pienaar might have gotten himself a good launch over there up into second. We'll watch them come now. A little bit of a bogged down start, Frankie, for Malcolm Rapson. Not the best of starts there. And now they go onto the Joubert Straight. Now onto the wheelies they go over here. You'll see that Honda Fireblade, beautiful in red, go into the right-hander at turn 2.
But Kieran Snyman doing what he does best, sitting out there in P1, working his way through the kink and racing down towards turn number 3. Through interceptor corner, Kieran goes now on that number 19 machine, and he's done a half a lap already. He's in sector 2. As a matter of fact, he's about 2/3 through sector 2 as they work through out of turn 4, out of saddle sweep, working the way down the back main. Snyman starts sector 3 right now, and it is van der Berg. It's Alex that's in that 2nd position as they race down towards turn number 5, Foston corner. Alex van der Berg sits there in that 2nd position. So let's have a look and see as they come out of Puertomina Fostron towards the Wingfield Motors and City of Cape Town Bridge. Alex van der Berg is going to give him a go, that's for sure. Then behind him is Tristan Pienaar, followed there by Malcolm Rapson. Then we've got the 111 of Slade van Niekerk as they work their way out of turn number 1.
Well, coming through there, Frankie, is Tristan Pienaar up into 3rd position ahead of Malcolm Rapson, the champion. He's the leader in the Masters section at the moment. They're going to go into turn 2 now on this 2nd lap of 9. And then Slade van Niekerk finds himself in that 5th position at this particular moment in time. Look there, Hilton Redlingeys up in the top 6. Of course, the man on the Quacker, who's in association with Tiny's Pitbox, riding a lovely ride here on the 2nd lap.
Making their way towards turn number 4 now. Out of Sadel van der Merwe sweep, the double right-hander. Down the back main they go. And how the hell are you going to catch this man, Kieran Snyman? Alex van der Berg in 2nd position, followed by Tristan Pienaar. Then it's Rapson. Then behind Rapson We have got down the back main, we've got Van Niekerk. Hilton Redlinghuyse is getting a lot closer now to Slade Van Niekerk, and I think he might have nailed him. No, he hasn't. It's still Slade that's ahead there of Hilton as they make their way out of turn number 5. But we've got a new third place man going into turn number 1. Into turn 1, up into P3 is your reigning champion, Malcolm Rapson.
It was only a matter of time, Frankie. Remember, he's making his way past 600s now. We have Slade Van Niekerk that currently leads the 600 class. Jason Lineker is second in the 600 class, 7th overall. They sandwich Hilton Redlinghuyse, who will find himself in 4th in the class at the moment. They're going through turn 2 at the moment now. Just want to look at some of the Brad Bodsworth is the Superbike Challenge leader ahead of Lubabala Ntisana, a 2nd and .2 between the two of them.
Heading now towards turn number 4. Sarel van der Merwe sweep, and a bit further down, I see that Redlinghuyse did leapfrog Van Niekerk, but down the back main they go. Slade Van Niekerk, it is Kewan Snyman in P1. Down the back main he goes. Alex van der Berg in that 2nd position. Then we've got Malcolm Rapson Malcolm's still in that 3rd position, as they exit turn number 5 out of Fostron corner. And race back down towards us. Under the bridge they go. It is Snyman. That's Van der Berg. Then we have got Rapson. Behind him is Tristan Pienaar. Behind Pienaar is Redlinghuyse. Behind Redlinghuyse into turn 1 is Van Niekerk. And then we've got the 93 coming through there. And that is Lineker. That is coming through there. And he makes his way out of turn number 1.
Just looking through, Malcolm Rapson leads the Masters section, 3rd overall, of course, and then it is in 2nd is Hilton Redlinghuyse, 5th overall, but 2nd in the Masters section, and 3rd in the Masters section is the leader currently of the Superbike Challenge class, Brad Bodsworth, and he finds himself ahead of Matthew van Niekerk there at the moment. But Kewan Snyman still going hammer and tongs over here, a 1:12.480, his fastest lap of the race, and 0.2 of a second slower the last time around with a 1:12.6.
Down the back main, he goes, that man that Byron was talking about, Kewan Snyman into turn number 5. Racing down towards Pertamina Fostron. He's Kewan Snyman. Out of Fostron corner he comes now. And he's got a sizable lead as he works his way towards the City of Cape Town Bridge. Snyman in P1. Alex van der Berg in that 2nd position. And it is still Rapson in 3rd. But he's been hassled heavily here by Tristan Pienaar as they make their way into turn number 1. Then it is Hilton Redlinghuyse, Slade Van Niekerk coming through. Then Jason Lineker. And behind Lineker, we've got the 41, and that's Brad Bodsworth sitting in P8. And he is the leader of the SBK Challenge category.
That 3rd place battle, Frankie, is still well and truly up for grabs over here. Malcolm Rapson is still battling it out with a 600 in the form of Tristan Pienaar, that R6. Yeah, they go now through a turn 3 interceptor corner, and it just shows you how much they're almost going to be trading paint, you could say, over there as they go towards a Sarel sweep now. So the battle is far from over. 5 laps left to go, including the one we are currently on. Meanwhile, up the road from Alex van der Berg, Kewan Snyman, 1.9 seconds.
Right, that's a lovely fight going down that back straight towards turn number 5. Malcolm Rapson, and he's got the young gun Tristan Pienaar right on his back wheel as they work their way out of turn number 5, out of Fostron corner, but towards the City of Cape Town Bridge now on the home straight is Kewan Snyman, followed by Alex van der Berg in 2nd. 3 and 4 racing down towards turn number 1. It's a Rapson and Pienaar as they head towards turn number 1, followed by Hilton Redlinghuyse. Behind him is a Slade Van Niekerk, then Jason Lineker coming through on that 93. Then we've got Brad Bodsworth coming through on that 41. And then behind him we have got Van Niekerk heading down. That's Matthew Van Niekerk working his way into turn number 1.
Yeah, Brad Bodsworth, he seems to be chipping away at Jason Lineker on that number 93 Honda over there. Brad Bodsworth on the Aprilia. He's now currently leading that Superbike Challenge class. Lubabala Ntisana in 10th position. He's 2nd in class. Wayne Aronsa, who's 0.4 of a second off of Ntisana, is currently 3rd in class at the moment and is well and truly up in the Masters section. 11th overall for him. 4 laps left to go, Frankie. And still lots to happen here. We see Malcolm Rapson, Tristan Pienaar, last time around, only 0.2 of a second as they cross the line.
Right, yeah, they come out of turn number 5, out of fast run corner. Across the start-finish line goes Ewan Snyman, the man that sits out there in P1. Then in second is still Alex van der Berg going into turn number 1. Then right behind him is that massive war going on there. And it is... it's Pienaar and Redling Ace coming through now. We have just wanted to make sure. No, it's still the same. Into turn 2. Into turn 2, it's Malcolm Rapson and Tristan Pienaar. That's a fight for 3 and 4, making its way through the kink. And here comes Tristan Pienaar. No, Rapson into turn 3, interceptor corner, slams the door in Pienaar's face. Here comes Tristan Pienaar. Man, this youngster is crowding that rear end of the Rapson motorcycle as they race down the back main. And this one's not done yet, but it is Rapson that pulls 3-4 bike lengths on him, Byron, as they race down towards Fostron corner, turn 5.
Oh, remember, Frankie, this is a Superbike versus a 600. It's the Gixxer versus the R6 Yamaha over here. It's a very nimble 600 that it is known here, Kalani, as a 600 circuit. But yeah, they come now. So crossing the line, Ewan Snyman, Alex van der Berg. 5.2 seconds between the two of them. Malcolm Rapson, Tristan Pienaar, 4/10 as they cross the line. We wait now for Hilton Redlingace. There's the man himself on the Quacker. He gets 5th at the moment. Then Slade van Niekerk, who's opened up the gap in the 600 class. He's 2nd in the 600 class at the moment, ahead of Jason Lineker.
Yeah, then Brad Bodsworth is the next man coming through on bike 4-1, heading into turn number 1, and he's been caught here by Matthew van Niekerk. Matthew's right on Bodsworth's case as they work their way out of turn number 1. Any mistake there by Brad, and Matthew will nail him as they exit turn number 1 and work their way up towards turn 2.
Like I say, 2 laps left to go, including the one we are currently on at the moment. Snyman leads the way, 5.2 seconds between himself and Alex van den Berg. The main battle to watch, though, is the veteran, Malcolm Rapson, bike number 1, the champion. He's in 3rd, but how safe is that 3rd position with Tristan Pienaar lurking around him there as well? They've broken the gap from Hilton Redlingace. Slade van Niekerk and Jason Lineker will follow suit. But yeah, they come through now, Frankie. 1 more lap left to go.
1 lap left. The leader's making his way out of turn number 1 already. And as a matter of fact, into turn number 1, Alex has been caught. He's been caught here by the 2 riders just there behind him. So it's going to be a 3-way fight for that 2nd position as they make their way up towards turn number 2. And here comes Rapson, and here comes Pienaar on the case of Alex van der Berg as they work their way out of turn number 2. And this is indeed the last lap. No trouble for the leader that's making his way up to turn number 4, Saddle Sweep, but making their way out of turn number 3 is that 3-way battle, that 3-way dice, Byron, for P2, 3 and 4.
Well, yeah, we're on the last lap, Frankie. The leader on the coming onto the back straight right now. It's the Fireblade of Ewan Snyman. But meanwhile, the battle to watch at the moment. Alex van den Berg, they charge up to turn 5. Pertamina Fastron. First of all, though, Ewan Snyman will come and take the victory here, Frankie. A fantastic ride from Ewan Snyman.
Snyman brings it home in P1 as he crosses the line now. But that fight's on for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Here they come towards us. Alex van der Berg. Alex van der Berg just gets home ahead of Malcolm Rapson, followed by Tristan Pienaar across the line. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. What a fight we had out there. Heading towards a checkered flag now is Hilton Redlingace. And he just rode away from Slade van Niekerk. That's the next man towards the checkered flag. And right on his case is Jason Lineker that crosses the line. And then we've got Brad Bodsworth that finishes, and he finishes just ahead there of Matthew van Niekerk.
And then Lubabalo Huntisana will come through as well. Surely here comes a nice little tight battle. That's Wayne Aronson and Daniel Frost in there as well. To the line and then run. Oh! And Huntisana just gets it over Wayne Aronson. That, remember, is 2nd and 3rd in class by 25 thousandths of a second.
Well done there to Lubabalo Huntisana, finishing here in P10. 200ths of a second ahead of Wayne Ardenser, and he finished 0.8 of a second ahead there of the man in P12, Daniel Frost.
The man I was looking at across the line, Frankie, was Tristan Pinar over there. You saw him shaking his head, just wanting to get every ounce of power out of that 600, all secret 1,000.
And
I
on
could
the
tell you that much because he was going, my goodness, are we sure that it was the 600 he was on?
And on the last lap, the quickest time, 1:12.383 by Cuban Snyman. Wow. Some great motorcycle action we've had so far. We've done 2 bike races, and we've got 1 more motorcycle race to go before we start with the cars. Well, we have had the cars already. We've had the fine cars and the supercars do their thing. We're going to have 3 bike races in a row, of which the 3rd one's coming up now. And then after that will be the Alert Engine Parts Volkswagen GTI Challenge. But 1 more bike race still to go.